In this video, I'm going to tell you why Antonio Brown is not crazy after the bizarre incident that happened in the NFL this past Sunday. If this is your first time watching, I'm your host, Monte Lee. This is the Karat Juice podcast. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm not going to waste your time. And as I already said, Antonio Brown behaved very weird and bizarre in a bizarre fashion this past Sunday during the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and New York Jets NFL football game. And I want to get into what actually was going on and what I think was happening. So I have a report here courtesy of CBS. Let's go right to that. So according to CBS Sports, Antonio Brown's mid-game meltdown cost him much more than his spot with the Buccaneers. The former Buccaneers receiver was close to multiple bonuses before walking out on his team mid-game. That's very important. The former Buccaneers receiver was close to multiple bonuses before walking out on his team mid-game. Okay? Does anybody else not find that interesting? Follow the money. Follow the money. All right, let's get back to this. That's a picture of Antonio Brown there. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers Week 17 victory over the New York Jets feature one of the more bizarre tantrums and spectacular mid-game exits in recent NFL memory. After reportedly refusing to re-enter the game when asked to by coach Bruce Arians, wide receiver Antonio Brown took off his jersey and shoulder pads before chucking his t-shirt into the grandstands, streaking through the end zone topless and exiting the field through the tunnel. The nature of Brown's actions predictably had grave consequences, as the former all-pro wide receiver was immediately cut by Tampa Bay following the conclusion of the game. Beyond being left in the swamps of the Meadowlands in disgrace, Brown did not even get to travel back with the Buccaneers. The meltdown also resulted in him missing out on a number of contract incentives he was close to reaching. Here is the kicker, and this is very important. Pay attention to the money. Pay attention to the money. It says here, as noted in a tweet by Spot Rack, Brown had needed 8 more catches to unlock a $333,000 contract bonus, 55 more receiving yards to unlock a $333,000 bonus, and only 1 more receiving touchdown to unlock 3,300. So he had $1 million. 3 all bonus would have amounted in $1 million. So he would have got paid $1 million more if he got 8 more catches, 55 more yards, and a touchdown. Pay attention to that. Okay. Says here, given the nature of the game, the Buccaneers came back to win the game on the final drive, and Brown would have been relied upon heavily thanks to the absence of Chris Godwin. And the fact that there's another week in the season, there's a reasonable chance that all 3 incentives could have been reached by the time the Buccaneers turn their attention to the playoffs. Okay? Cool. It also says here, at the urging of Tom Brady, he had been playing on a 1-year, $3 million contract signed in April 2021. Brown had incentives to reach 50 and 70 receptions, 600 and 800 yards, as well as 5 and 7 touchdowns. Brown would also have earned a $250,000 bonus if the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl, and Brown played 45% of the team's snaps. Okay? Put it back on me now. So, there is a lot of speculation about him having this breakdown, having mental instability, and I always try to get to, I saw that and I seen how he was behaving, and my common sense detectors started firing. Okay, I am your resident common senseologist, and one thing that I can say and that I will say is, it does not make sense to walk out in the middle of a game like that. There had to be a reason why. And I have proof here that I'm going to put up on the screen that he felt that he was actually being frozen out. Yes, he was being frozen out of this incident. He was being frozen out of the game. Okay. At the time that he left, He had 3 receptions, 26 yards, and 5 targets.